Hey everyone, Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler, and another edition of What Sold on eBay today. Once again, I'm Reseller here. Every week we go through some of the things that sold on eBay, kind of give you a little bit of history and price points and things that I purchased them for, and a little bit of the mentality and the knowledge that went into purchasing these items, and a little bit of story time and a little bit of history usually with some of these items. So once again, I'm Reseller here on Steemit, Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler here on YouTube. So definitely go down there and click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. So let's get right into it. Also, click the like button at any time during this video. That definitely helps me out and bumps me up in the rankings. Today, first off, we have this old vintage bottle opener. It is a nude art deco. This thing's actually pretty heavy. I'm not sure exactly what kind of metal this was made from, but it was something that was found at a thrift store for $1. And some weird bottle openers actually are worth a pretty good amount of money. If you have a few minutes today, definitely go and search the completed auctions on bottle openers and just kind of go down that rabbit hole. One of my main things is like if I come across something, I kind of do some pretty deep research. So there's lots of great stuff, and bottle openers, people usually sell them super cheap at yard sales and things like that. So definitely look out for this. This was purchased for $1 and sold for $20.99, and was sold actually pretty quick. A lot of these kind of women nude bottle openers sell very quickly, so definitely go and check those out. Next up, we have this vintage leather brass spotting scope, telescope, land, sea. Try to throw in all the keywords I could in there. This was something I think that was given away as a free gift for something. I can't even pronounce the company's name. It's like Levenger. I think that's what it is, Levenger. And they do purses and things like that. And so they do leather items. So this was kind of like an oddity. This was found, I think this was purchased at a thrift shop for like $3. And it's unique. I don't want to say, I didn't want to say it was one of a kind because obviously not, but there was nothing on the internet about this, no comps, no nothing. So this is a pretty unique item, and one of those things for unique items is priced very high, and then you can always bring it down because you never know. Sometimes I've done that and have got a lot of money for things that I thought were people just threw away, just thinking it was junk. But uh, we should probably do a show on that kind of whole situation. But anyways, this sold. I took a best offer. This didn't go for $59.99. I apologize for not remembering. I think it went for 30 something plus $5.99 shipping. Like I said, I paid about $3 for this, and it was very cool. I would have kept it, but you know, there's way better quality spotting scopes than this. This is actually fun, something to have like fun in the car, especially if you're driving around and things like that. Sometimes binoculars and spotting scopes are awesome to have in your car. So definitely go and check out the wonderful world of telescopes. Next up, we have this one-of-a-kind primitive folk art doll. We talked about this before during Halloween season. I purchased a bunch of these for around $4 to $8. I think I paid like $4 for this one. This one actually had a ton of watchers, but no one actually bought this. I did take a best offer. I think I paid like I said, I paid like $4 for this. Look out for these kind of folk art doll things. Sometimes they actually look old, but they're actually produced to make it look like they're old. So just be warned about that. You can usually tell when something's super old, just the way the fabrics are falling apart and things like that. So definitely go and look up just folk art. Just folk art in general is a crazy thing to go down and research. Next up, we have this cryptocurrency baseball card. This sold for $19.99 plus $2.99 shipping. Baseball cards have been very good for me this year. Now, someone that wants to get into baseball cards, I wouldn't suggest it as far as like just spending a bunch of money. I've been into baseball cards since 1988, so I have a pretty good understanding of trends and things like that for this long history that I've been a part of baseball cards. So it's it's relatively like an easy thing to get into, but right now the packs and things, if you collected in the 90s and the 80s, packs are like $20 now. Some boxes are hundreds of dollars. So I know when I buy baseball cards, I have it's like almost like purchasing a lotto ticket because you never know what's in the packs. I have a risk assessment when I purchase baseball cards. I know like the price versus what I can get. And this 2018 Topps Allen and Ginter set had these cryptocurrency cards, and some of them, the harder ones to find, went for thousands of dollars. So I've been trying to search for those. Kind of gave up my search as I almost purchased probably about a whole case of these over the course of this year. And this is didn't pull any of the crazy ones, but I did have some pretty good pulls from those. But anyways, long story short, baseball cards. If you know nothing about baseball, if you know nothing about sports cards, baseball cards are definitely something you shouldn't really just dive into. It's something that you should definitely research and things like that. And I should probably do another baseball card video, though I did a baseball card video before on your Know Your Stuff, which basically like glossed over the whole history of baseball cards and reselling and things like that. Next up, we have this Disneyland Parks exclusive Sully Plush Monsters Inc. This was purchased for, I want to say I paid like $3 for this, and some of the comps were like really high, but for some reason this one only sold for $29.99 plus $11.99 shipping. When I ship plush, I have poly bags that are huge for plush because I do some plush also for Amazon. So just a word of not word of caution, but if you shipping, being professional with shipping is a huge thing. So also look into poly bags for everything. Put it in a poly bag. It's gonna be more resistant to water damage and things like that. I mean, you're not gonna survive a flood or something like that, but plush, of course, it tracks stains and things like that. So I always put my plush in a poly bag first, and then pack it all up like I normally would. Usually I put plush in a box. Some people ship plush in a bubble mailer. That's whatever you want. That's not my style because plush is soft and it can get crushed and things like that, and things can get all screwy with this. But anyways, this was a pretty good pickup. It was brand new with tags. So anytime you see Disney plush with tags, definitely scan them and look them up in eBay and Amazon. You'd be surprised what kind of stuff you'd find. I think I sold a plush earlier this year for like $70 that I paid $2 for at a thrift shop. So definitely look at those. Next up, we have these Taekwondo Keto black belt videos. These were purchased at a local thrift store for $2 each. They were sealed. Some of these are going for like $17 each. I decided to lot them all up together, and didn't have any bites on the set. I probably should have parted these out, but anyways, these sold on a 50% off sale for $37.49. Like I said, I was like $8 into this, and that's as long as you make your money. How I look at it is if you double your money, if you put out $8 and you can make 16 and you get $8 profit, that you do that all day long. You do that enough times, and you can definitely snowball your capital and your inventory and things like that. So it's also about buying quality stuff too. You can buy all the things you want, but if no one's buying them, anyways, I'm kind of going off a little bit. DVDs are still selling. VHS is not so much anymore. I kind of stay away from those unless they're like funky old ones. But DVDs, if they're sealed, definitely scan them. You never know some of the gems that you can find, especially some of the out of print ones. Next up, we have this Nemo See It, kind of like I guess this would kind of be like a paperweight, and this was actually something that was an employee kind of giveaway, cast member giveaway from 2003. This is actually a really cool paperweight. It kind of sloshed around and the little guys went in there. I thought this would actually go for a lot more. I think I paid like $2 for this at a thrift shop. It was in decent condition. It wasn't like mint condition, as it's an acrylic thing that's been, created since 2003. So it was loose and it was, somewhere for all these years, and it had some scuffs and things like that. But anyways, this sold for $15.50 with bids. And I do auctions every once in a while, and I've talked to eBay people, and they said that doing some auctions actually helps your SEO on your site and things like that. So if you don't have any auctions at all in your account, definitely think about putting up some auctions every week and things like that. It actually draws in more people, in my opinion, to your seller page and things like that. So there's that. Once again, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. I really appreciate you guys' time. Please click the like button, leave a comment below if you have any questions about anything you see below, and we'll see you next time. Take care.